Value of collaboration, that's it. I'm not prepared. Please advise.
Well, thus far, collaborating has been a trip.
My experiences so far have been absolutely amazing. I started collabing when I had like 200 to 300 subscribers, and I had reached out to Phil Pinsky. He's the first friend I ever made on YouTube, and I asked him for like a simple shout-out collab, and he was like, no, go big or go home. We're both Canadian, let's do like the Great Canadian Build-Off, and we made children's tables, and it turned out awesome, and I made a new friend. From there, it just kept growing and growing and growing. I eventually went on to do collaboration videos with John Heiss, my absolute hero. From there, most recently, I made the Rockers Art album collab with 5 other guys all at one time, and we had such a great time. Except for that one guy. You're not my friend, Jimmy.
So let me talk about my favorite form of collaboration, and that is the challenge collaboration. It comes with about a framework of 3 videos. In a very basic form. The first video starts on another person's channel, and they're challenging me to build some kind of object that we've talked about in advance. I kind of like those videos to drop somewhere midday. That way I could come home, have nothing canned in response. I have to build it that day to go to challenge accepted, and that would be the second video. But the third and final video would be me delivering on the promise. And what's inherent in this system is that I have a deadline, and it's going to force me to make decisions. I could sometimes overthink things, and I would never build anything if I could think of it 50 to 100 different ways. This forces me into one conclusion and one decision and one build process. And those are my favorite kind of collabs.
So far, my experience with collaborating has been great. Other than the fact that it's just a complete blast to be a part of, it is really beneficial to your channel and its growth. I think our overall great experience so far has been the fact that we've surrounded ourselves with like-minded and generous creators. They're always willing to help out when you have questions and willing to adjust things on the fly and just make the collaboration process a whole lot easier. Which is great because collaborating could be a big, headache lining up all those things. So it's been pretty good so far.
The value I've gotten from collaborating has actually kind of surprised me. I started collaborating for the same reason everybody starts collaborating, to reach out to a wider audience, to gain subscribership through the channel I'm collaborating with. But by collaborating, I become friends with the person I'm collaborating with, and that becomes far more valuable than getting any kind of subscribers or any views or anything of that matter. I have made tons and tons of great friends. I use Joe's Basement Woodworking as a great example. He's become one of my best friends. I use the Rockers Art Maker collab, did I say that right? As a great example. We had a 5-way chat going for like ever. I think it's still going to this day because we became great friends throughout the process. But of course, it's affected my channel in a huge, huge way. It's made it grow very, very quickly. And the best part, again, is I've made some awesome, awesome friends.
So let's talk about value for just a second. I've done a lot of study in my past, and what I understand is that in each person's mind is a definition of value. The general concept of value is that it's a bargain or a discount or at least something financially entangled. And what I want to do is kind of go ahead and sever that and move that off to the side. What I want to talk about is the YouTube universe as it sits, and within that is the maker community. In the maker community, we're watching very inspirational videos, and we leave such great comments to each other. And there's this network of acquaintances out there, and collaboration is that next step where you reach out, you open a line of communication with someone, and you change an acquaintance to a friend. And that's what I've really found valuable doing YouTube and collaborations.
Collaborating has a great value as far as I'm concerned. First, it's of great value to your channel and its growth. It'll get you more exposure to new audiences, but it does so much more than that. it helps you build relationships through the process of doing the collaboration. I would say I've formed a good 6 or 7, solid friendships through the collaborating process that have been more of a value than any subscribers or views or channel growth in any form that I would have gotten. I now have these relationships with, like-minded creators that are basically doing the same thing that we're doing. And it's great to have them, around and able to bounce ideas off of, or, give you some honest feedback on what you're doing. It's just the relationship is so much more valuable than the collaboration itself, but the collaboration is kind of where it starts. So yeah, it'll help your channel grow, but it's going to help you in so many more ways that you might not expect.
Well, I've found a lot of value in collaborating, meeting new people and interacting, and anytime you meet someone, it sways you into a new path by a little bit or a large amount, and you discover new things along the way about yourself and others. And I have seen a significant growth in my channel just with the relationships that have been built.
So what kind of advice would I give to a new person? I would say build a foundation. Before you reach out for any collab, wait 30, 40 videos. Get a foundation, get a reputation in place. That way they know what you are. They know kind of how serious you are. Personally, in my experience, I was fortunate enough to get called out for a challenge collab early on, a personal challenge. But that led immediately to the next challenge and collaboration.
Probably don't be afraid to reach out to people. That was the hardest thing for us at first. I think building off relationships that you've already formed with other creators is a good place to start, and then maybe branch out from there. And there are so many ways that you can collaborate. Just being a part of a challenge might be a good place to start. And always be open to collabs when people reach out to you as well. I think having a community mindset will go a long way when it comes to collaborating, especially in the maker community.
Just reach out to people and do your thing. Nothing will get done if you don't do it yourself. And if you do it yourself, like-minded people will gravitate to each other. Enjoy the ride. Sure, promote yourself and do your thing, but interact with people and share the love, because that's what is missing in the world.
The only advice I can give to somebody wanting to start collaborating for the first time is to just simply ask. Most, if not all people within the YouTube community are more than happy to help out a smaller channel or to work with anybody just to grow their skills and to make new friends. And of course, to grow their audience. Don't forget about that. But as an example, compared to John Heiss, I have a very, very small channel. And I reached out to him and he was all over. He was like, dude, I already watch your videos. You're more than welcome to come to my house, collaborate with me anytime. Let's make one of your funny films. He was very excited about it. He seemed more excited than I was, which just absolutely blew my hair back. He wanted to make a Trailer Park Boys style film. We're both Canadian dudes, both woodworkers. He was all over it, and he's also invited me back for this next summer, and I can't wait to go back and make this Trailer Park Boys style film with him. So all you can do is get out there and ask. The worst thing that's going to happen to you is they say no.